Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, whenever and wherever you. I'm going back to the beta plan, playing Planescape Torment this time around, and well, last time we left off, I of course talked about us getting tattoos, and as if that was super special. And then, well, I kind of remembered and realized, of course, that I'm going to get a lot of comments, but like, well, beta plan, that's not as special at all. You can get yourself some tats in, well, Fable, you can get yourself some tats now in Fallout 4. Yes, but these games are a lot newer than is Planescape Torment. There might be games, I mean, I don't know every game in the world, but before this game I had never ever seen that idea, that concept into action. That your body could be the canvas of your power. And in fact, for some people that is true, of course. They derive power from their tattoos. Not because they really get magical abilities from them, but simply because it gives them... well, it is a way of expressing themselves, and hence...
I'm gone.
Oh, that's a power of sorts. This door is locked, you will need a key.
I forced it. I'm gone.
Well, force it. I don't give out for your key.
I forced it.
I have, Anna, and still I'm bashing everything open that I can. Alright then, I think this time around, however, it is time that we go a little bit...
like a shadow I am.
Hey, like a shadow you are.
Left the shadows.
Oh, that's not entirely what I wanted to do.
Failed.
You failed to hide in the shadows. I wonder.
Hey, what's eating you, Chief?
Oh, nothing works. Not right now. Can I actually taunt you? Yes, I can. Goodbye. You probably shouldn't have done that.
Endure.
I'm just saying. Probably wasn't the smartest thing you've ever done. I think all rings now go to, yes, to Anna. Anna, can you try this again for my watchers and show your skills?
Shadow I am.
Very good.
Might as well.
Yeah, no, you are. I can't get behind him. I can't. That is unfortunate. I can't show you the backstab.
Yeah, good as done. Good as done.
Like a shadow I am.
Oh, you alley-bred
dog.
Left the shadows.
Yeah, but not working. And you failed your attack for your bloody backstab. That's not what you're supposed to do, darling. You're supposed to hit and show how good you are. Well, she needs a little bit of leveling up, that is for certain, but... heck, I haven't even looked at it. What do you standardly start with? Have I looked at that? I think I have, but I've forgotten. 50, 60, 40, 50. Yeah, very average around. Wait until she gets pickpocket over 100.
Why not?
Ooh. You can still shop
Left the shadows.
I've done that before. Well,
like a shadow I am.
I went into shops and took everything they own for free.
Left the shadows.
But normally you can gain quite a bit of money, but I think this is one of the RPGs I actually think they have done it right.
Left the shadows. Left yourself wide open. Right?
Yo, left themselves wide open
Why not?
indeed, and you backstabbed them. I think this is one of the few RPGs where it goes in well. There are like... in most RPGs, money at a certain point becomes completely irrelevant. You have everything you can ever want and desire and what have you not. But in this one, there's actually... I have the feeling that there's sometimes items you still want to have, you just don't have enough money if you don't do it right. And being right meaning that you, well, don't spend your money wisely. This guy...
Huh? Okay.
Do you know what a backstab is? Yes.
Sure, why not?
You understand also what enemies are apparently, but you were a bit of shunk apparently. Unable to actually act.
I hear your words. I shall serve.
Right?
That's Rana. She gets all the goodies.
All right.
So, I think we need to go in here. Actually, I'm kind of sure we need to go in there because, well, we haven't opened, aren't any more doors really as options, and secondly, played the game before.
All right.
Why not?
Which does make it a lot easier to play it.
Might as well.
Now this will be an interesting one because
Might as well.
this...
What?
I never
Good as
had the
done.
advantage of having these incredibly long sidelines. And as you already see, there are quite a few people over here. Normally you get a little swarmed when you enter
Good as
this
done.
door. And you have to do it all combat-wise, like we are doing now. And this one is a funny one. If
I
I
will
bring
hear you.
Mort
Sure, why not? Sure, why
behind
not?
the other three, the others may not even attack because they can't reach him.
Oh, you alley bred.
Breath dog. Yeah, but he doesn't really... Oh, and now you've triggered more. Alright then. Uh-oh. I think we're going to get in trouble. Yeah, we're going to get in trouble. Well, that leaves us only one option. Oh, we are still a fighter. I still want to select
Balance
spells, but I
in
have
all
no
things.
spells available. Oh, this is what I meant with being overwhelmed. Do you see how many people are coming out of here? That is a lot of dudes. And this is the guy you really don't want to have actually attacking you, but he has. That is not entirely what I wanted. And Dakon is dead.
Poor guy. He seems... Oh,
And there is Anna dead, and there am I dead.
Another trip to the mortuary. Ooh, thought we lost you for good this time, Chief.
Yeah, that wasn't very optimal.
What's
Shall
up,
we
Chief?
put it that way? But don't worry, we're going to continue because this game allows you to do that. Why? Well, I will show you. That's why I didn't mind. This is not going to be a standard thing, you know. Don't worry. We actually are very nice to our companions.
perfectly good
We
waste
don't
of
want them all
arms
to
and
die
legs.
instantly and what have you
See
not.
that?
Damn,
If they, well, become part of us. But, well,
I'm gone.
we do want you to
Alright.
see this
gone.
game in its full and proper, well, glory.
Blathering idiot. Sure, why not? Good as done. Slattern.
Oh, still too many people. I'm going to die again, I reckon, before this fight is over.
Slattern.
Certainly because Mort is not getting off any freaking thing.
I'm hurt.
And I'm a fighter that's fighting with some kind of a kitchen knife. Well, okay, it's magical, but yeah, it's not really, how shall I put it?
Encore. Encore. I hope you have all your memories this time.
Done.
Yes, I hope so as well, because that's kind of bad if I would lose them, but that's why we have a lot of intelligence and wisdom. Oh, come on, man! Mort? If you could finally understand how to taunt a guy, perhaps you should talk to a
What's the
halfling.
word, Chief?
AD&D version then, though, huh? Not the level, the third edition or whatever you...
Than your carcass.
All right.
There we go. And that is another guy dead, and I think this guy should also be pretty down. No, he is not. Come on.
Imbecile.
Oh,
You father of trolls.
trolls. Okay, that is something he did not agree with. He did not want you to assault his children. Yeah, everything is gone here. Alright then, we are done. So, if you may remember very, very long ago, I think it's about the third episode, she talked about, well, Dianera talked about that we hold life and death in our hands. We literally do. Yes, we can actually bring back from the dead our companions. The unfortunate thing is that you have to do this. I think it's actually smarter if I... Hold on.
Your will be done.
If I click on his stuff and just... Yeah, this will be quicker. But it will not be organized. But yeah, unfortunately, and although logically, if they die, you would not bring them back to that. You do want to get access to their items, but that causes you to have this little issue. It's It's a minor thing, you know, in comparison to not being able to raise your companions back from the dead, so I think I will take it.
Endure. In enduring, grow strong.
Enough.
Right.
And you wonder if you actually can take everything with you, because I thought your inventory, yeah, was already pretty darn full before you died. And the more things you can have not directly in your equipment, the more it is possible for... Then we have, yeah, we had an enchanted punch dagger. Why are we still carrying the normal dagger around? I do not know, but there we go. And I'm back with us. But yeah. Let's use some bandages. Because, well, they earned it? Sort of? Something? I don't know. Feels like it's kinder to me, to them. Duck on. One more bandage and you feel a lot better. Oh, you still have like no hit points, but your portrait looks as if you feel a lot better. Alright then.
Why not?
So tell
Might
me,
as well.
how... Oh, but I say, tell
Might as
me.
well.
You might wonder, whoa, be the plan, if you are immortal, how can this game be any fun? Because it's kind of freaking easy. Once again, there are places where we're going to die
Might
for
as well.
real. This game just is kind to you in the beginning.
Why
It
not?
gets a whole lot of different later on.
Right.
Don't worry, don't worry. That's we have already seen demons walk
Why
around.
not?
Do you think that demons are not going to slay us dead when they kill us? Well, I can tell you some demons do that. They slay us dead. They're not nice about us. They're really mean about it. Yeah, there are some demons kill us dead, for instance, and there are other conditions which can cause you to perma-die. Not only that, it's about the story. Alright? It's about the story. If you don't like that, then you're watching the wrong series of mine. If you like some more combat heavy orientated and what have you not, well, go watch Crusader Kings 2, or perhaps Europa Universalis 4, or perhaps more combat RPG, and watch Vampire the Masquerade Redemption. If you want some dark fantasy with talk and fight, then watch Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines with the anti-trivo mod on top installed. But yeah, this game,
All right.
mainly about the story.
I'm gone.
And some neat graphics and philosophical thingamajobs that also come across. We got some more nice little rings. But yeah, dying also, by the way, it has its adverse effects, because unlike with some other RPGs, at times, it really depends on the RPG, as you saw before, my campaigns only get a certain amount of health restored when you rest. So, for a while, they're going to be in this state. Unless I start using my magical powers again, for instance, which gives me the ability to cast Blood Bridge, which makes them heal. But currently, we don't have any indirect heal ability for individuals, which is a bit bad. Hey, Sybil. I must say, Cutter, I'm impressed. I thought for sure these animals would chew you up good. Only actually did twice. Well, I guess I should thank you. She paused for a moment, then reached into the pouch and pulls forth a small green gem. Here, that's one of the dogs. See you later, Cutter. Farewell, Sybil. Yeah, if you come through this door, you meet her earlier, and she wants to get past.
All
But,
right.
well, I knew she was there anyways, and, well, who goes around not exploring things? And there's Tear. Another little thing to use. There we go.
I'm gone.
Time to get going.
All right.
I must say, with the wide screen mod,
I'm gone.
it does look a lot better in some sense.
I'm gone. All right.
We can go in there later. It doesn't matter. We need to
Done.
go through.
I'm gone.
Because Anna found us somewhere over here, she said, didn't she?
Done.
Oh, here. I think we need to go through here.
All right.
There we go. This is the place I find you lying right where we stand. You stare in awe at the bizarre spectacle before you. What had appeared to be an ordinary, unremarkable brick wall now throbs and pulsates with movement. The wall expands with curious elasticity, heaving outward as if some unseen force was trying to push its way through the barrier from the other side. Slowly, the undulating mass begins to settle, its curves becoming more and more pronounced. You find yourself at eye level with the stony character of a human face. What is that? I don't know. Anna stares at the face in disbelief, her hands nervously fingering her daggers. But I'm for leaving before we find out, eh? Not just yet. There's something about this. Suddenly, a strong breeze begins to blow around you, and the air is filled with an eerie sighting. A rushing wind grows stronger, and you can make out other sounds as well. The creaking of boards, the rustling of leaves, and the grinding of stone upon stone. After a few moments, the clamor ceases to be a cacophony of individual noises and begin to blend into one articulate sound. You can make out a voice that speaks softly, yet seems to come from all around you at once. You? It cannot be you. Greetings. The wind around you has stopped, but the voice is still somehow present. You are restored again? I saw you destroyed. Destroyed? Where? I saw you destroyed here in front of me. I see all within me. Do you know what happened to me? Things that cast no shadow were shadow. They rose around you, tore you down. Do you not remember? And this is about the third time that we have been warned by for shadows. You concentrate on the strange voice composed of sounds around you. Somewhere in the deepest recesses of your mind, there's a brief glimmer of recollection. You feel as though there's something vaguely familiar about the sounds. Close your eyes and try to remember. Anna in full glory, should we say? Yes, you remember. The voice of the alley rings in your ears, scattering the images from your mind and returning you back to the present. Destroyed. As soon as I shall be. I cannot delay the vision much longer. Pressure builds. Soon stones will crumble and the floating ones will repair me to destruction. You're dying? Pressure is too much. Too many places full inside. Not enough space. Must divide. Divide? It must be in the way. What are you talking about? I think it's pregnant. Oh! Man, they're so... Sorry, Anna, I just felt like I drank a little bit of the sticks remembering my own death, if you don't mind. Fricky. So, where are we technically standing right now? I really don't want to know the answer to that, Mort. The voice continues. Help me to divide, branch out, expand. New apertures will open. You may use them to travel to the lower world. What do you need to divide? The floating one is upon me, repairing. It prevents me from dividing. I undo its repairs, but it returns again and again. Repairs anew. Must remove floating one. You want me to kill the booze in the alley? Remove it. Only then I can divide. Very well, I'll remove the booze for you.
My journal.
Because killing a booze is not very smart. That draws the gaze of the lady. Hello. This dilapidated structure seems to be on the verge of collapse. Several boards have recently been smashed into place to reinforce the second building. I think I can do something about it. Lord, could I have my hammer into my pry bar, please? No, I can't do anything about that right now. Probably first need to remove the booze. Well, let's go in here then for a second, eh? I want to go in here. Oh, guys, you don't need to all be in one. There's only one door. I know everybody wants to be a part of the team, but if you're all going to do that, I can't enter. That's a little bit of a problem. So let's,
I'm gone.
Yo. Guys. Thanks. You see the dead body of a Daboose. The stench of its decay is overpowering, and from the looks of its rigid, unnatural posture, extreme rigor mortis has long set in. Use your story bones tell on the corpse. As you reach out with your power, there's a faint stirring in the air, and the Daboose's body blurs for a moment. You feel a strange, wrenching pain in your skull, as if someone was hammering on it. Sharply, desperately. Try and focus. Your vision goes black for a moment, and the hammering pain fades, until it sounds like it's coming from outside your skull. The darkness clears, and you hear the hammering coming from outside the building. The entire building seems hazy somehow, confused, as if you are seeing it through a mist. The hammering dies, and you suddenly see a spectral vision of the Daboose entering the building. As it does, the windows and the doors become like water, suddenly sealing over the entrance the Daboose came through. The Daboose turns, pauses, and then begins a slow circuit of the room, examining the walls and hammering on each one once, as if testing it. The Daboose completes its circuit of the room, then pauses by the door it once entered. It begins hammering, chipping away the stone, but with every blow, the wall repairs itself. The vision fades to black, and the hammering continues, first at a steady pace, then slower and slower. Your vision clears as the hammering ends, and you are once again standing beside the corpse of the Daboose. It looks as if it withered away here, trapped in the building. Well, that will give us a way to remove the Daboose without angering the lady, because we didn't do it. You see the Daboose. It is dressed in flowing robes, as if floating slightly above the ground. Greetings. Don't hammer at me. I turn to face you, and a series of symbols appear around his head. I must attend to my duties. No time to speak. I understand. I just thought you should know that I discovered the body of a Daboose in the alley. The Daboose cocks his hand slightly to one side. Dead? Where? A number of symbols stream above its head, most of which indicate surprise and distress rather than words. Truth, it lies in the abandoned building not far from here. It looks as though it got trapped inside somehow. The Daboose stares at you briefly, then bows slightly and floats off in the direction of the abandoned building. Yeah, because they always follow orders. I'm not surprised that he goes in nonetheless. That's why I just told the truth. Goodbye. Well, you were working on this, and apparently whatever you did was not supposed to happen. Still cannot do anything about that. The door is locked. Perhaps I should talk to Glyph first. Well, let's first run down to Glyph then, because I wanted to undo the things, but perhaps I'm just being a little too quick about it. Because he did say that, well, we're blocking his... Well, they were preparing him to destruction, so I assume I have to undo the destruction. As you approach the stone face, the various ambient sounds of the alley once again assault your ears, and through them the voice speaks. You have returned. I spoke with the Daboose, and I told him about his dead brethren, and he left to investigate.
Updated my journal.
Look at how many XP for just a little talk. That is a lot more XP than just killing a Daboose, eh? Finally, just talking nets you more XP than just killing a man. Good. Also, well, perhaps this you will gain, but then again, we got 1,000 XP just for seeing how the Daboose died. And that is more XP than killing a Daboose. I think that's about 100 or so. Haven't tried in a long time. Yes, the floating one no longer repairs. It is now with the other. I have closed myself around it, and it remains inside me forever. I see, now that it's trapped, you can divide without interference, right? Still cannot divide. Too weak, cannot undo floating one's repairs. It just must be reversed before I can divide. He must undo the floating one's repairs for me. You want me to undo the boost changes? How? Seek out the parts of me and the floating one has changed. Reverse the changes. Undo the repairs. Must be exact, precise, only then I can divide. Well, for somebody that can just push a stone face out of a wall, I must say you need a lot of help. Very well. I'll find and reverse the repairs for you. I'll probably need some tools. Hammer and a pry should do the trick.
Updated my journal. I'm gone.
Luckily, we still had those because I became Papa.
Done.
Well.
I'm gone.
Where's the question mark? Here it is. Examine the structure more closely. It appears as if the boost was in the process of repairing this building. Several newer and sturdier boards have been nailed into place in the old ones. With the right tool, it may be possible to reverse those. Well, let's use the pry bar. One by one, you pry loose the fresh board from the face of the building. As the last board comes free, building emits a loud groan as its weight shifts unsteadily upon this now unsupported frame. I wonder if that was really a more groan of pleasure, as it once was free again to do as it wishes, instead of being curled up inside a bored body.
Stop staring at my tail, you skull.
Okay, Mort. I don't think she wants you to keep doing that. The rickety dwelling looks as if though it has stood for centuries. Its wooden walls are weathered and worn with age. A number of planks on this side of the structure appear to have been recently pried loose. It appears that the boost was attempting to tear down this ancient structure. Several boards are loose upon the building's frame. The nails are nearly pried all the way out. Use the hammer and drive them back in. You hammer the board neatly back into place, taking a step back to examine your handiwork. You notice that, strangely enough, the building no longer appears quite as old as it did at first glance.
I'm gone.
Well, let's go back then. And let's have this alley divide, opening up a new way for us into the lower ward. As you approach the stone face... Oh, it says the same thing. You have returned. I have reversed the repairs as you've asked. Yes, all is in order. I am grateful. Again, the wind begins to blow around you, this time with fierce intensity. The omnipresent sound of the alley begins to increase in volume until the soft murmur of the voice nearly drowns out by the ensuing racket. Now you must go. The vision begins. The way is now open to you. Woo! Sorry, couldn't help myself. The stone phase before you begins to transform once again, its mass shifting and rolling as you look on. The entire wall seems to melt before your eyes, exposing a narrow passageway beyond. The ground underfoot suddenly begins to rock violently, and the soft sighing of the wind intensifies to a more almost urgent, almost human-like moaning. Well, I think I wasn't even that far out of the groan without even remembering this part. You can hear the sounds of crashing stones and snapping balls all around you as you dash into the passageway. Whoa, talk about a little bit of passionate
Updated my journal.
love-making, I would say. And with that, we have entered the lower ward, and new areas for us. You there, sir, you look like you might be interested in some fine clothes. Really? Oh, that is discriminatory. Is this the one? It's the skull, ain't it? That's what he wants. Grab it. What did the knight say? Hey, let it go, help, help! Whoa, 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 whoa! And now, unfortunately, well, we weren't even allowed to attack. Because again, well, we had a cutscene, and Mort was kidnapped. Oh well, I guess we owe it to get him back. I guess that is going to be, however, for the next episode. I say thank you for watching, and remember, great peril yields great beauty.